Black women, we have been played. We have been duped. I tell you, duped. Black women have been getting duped out of their energy for centuries, for decades, for eons, since forever. Black women have been tricked out of their good God essence and their good energy. Okay? It's time to wake up from that. Okay? So let's talk about something real. Okay? And let's talk about how black women have been stripped of their energy, their power, their essence for a long time. Patriarchy, slavery, and colonialism done played us to the left, to the left. Okay? So, these things have worked together collectively, okay, to harness our innate energy without giving anything back and making us believe we're not supposed to get nothing back. We're supposed to be grateful. And we're supposed to just give. We do not understand who and what we are on a spiritual level or biological level. We have been lied to so much, okay? But it's cool because we're going to bring it back in and we're going to get it together, all right? This is the time that black women are stepping into their energy and they understand their energy, okay? So if you ever felt like the world was constantly pulling from you and draining from you, there's a reason why, and this video is for you. Okay? So, of course, historical context is going to be very important, okay? Slavery, colonialism, patriarchy. I'm saying these three things because they are very important to this conversation, okay? These systems didn't just steal our labor, they stole our connection to ourselves and the divine. If you are a black woman, you are naturally connected to the divine in ways you probably do not understand. You probably have some type of clue. We have some type of understanding, but we don't know how strong and how precise and how intricate and delicate and beautiful that connection is because we don't know who he is. And when we do know what we is, we get demonized for it and we get chastised for it and we get ridiculed for it. Okay? But you women are naturally spiritual beings and we are naturally connected to the divine. But I'm not talking about all women today, I'm talking about black women. And your ancestors knew this. Your people knew ancient, way back when, before we got introduced to all this mess, okay? They knew what they was doing. Your ancestors were neuroscientists, okay? All right. And I have resources and things and webinars and all that good stuff that is going to explain and teach you all of this and how to get on your fast track to spiritual ascension, okay? Material and spiritual. We moving on up, baby. Okay, so join the email list in the description so you'll know when I'm releasing all the goods, okay? So the indoctrination of white validation and the demonization of African spiritual practices, whatever that may be, because we are the diaspora and we far and wide, that took root and it's going to look different in a bunch of different places. Either way it goes, those practices that were instilled from your ancestors, there were mechanisms and sciences behind this stuff. I'm not playing when I say your folks are neuroscientists. All the stuff that the doctors and all that stuff they're coming with out now saying, oh, the spiritual and the consciousness, your folks already knew this. We've been knew this long time ago. We have lost so much we don't understand how deep it goes. All right. So while they sit there and teach you to seek outside of yourself for spiritual guidance and go to this place and go to that place and you need to be led. Black women ain't got no business being nobody's institutions. You are naturally divine, and actually you being in those places is keeping you from connecting to the divine for yourself and understanding what you are. You are a natural spiritual being and you have a natural innate power. Okay, they just call it witchcraft, or they call it put some type of negative, demonic something on it, right? But now they finna come back and tell you, oh, You know what you got going on, your folks knew. Okay? Now everybody into herbalism, and now everybody in the trying to learn how to manifest and all the other stuff. Yo, you are the original. It is you. It all comes from you. Okay? Some of y'all gonna argue me down about this, but I don't care. Okay? Black women are naturally connected to the spiritual realm. We are the closest thing to God, and deep down the world knows this. Why black women so heavily in the church? You thinking that, oh, I need to go to this place to connect to God, or I need that is you. That is your natural connection to the divine. That's making whatever place it is what it is. The church is black women's energy. You healing and nurturing and all this stuff. You think that comes from somewhere else? That is you and your energy, and that is you operating in your divineness. Okay, but like I said, you have been duped and told you're supposed to give this to everybody else, and this is draining you on a biological level, and this is putting us in such a lack deficit while everybody continues to just drain off of us. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Your ancestors understood how to work with the elements of the earth, and they understood how the earth and the elements were connected to the divine, and they understood the healing and the empowerment behind these things. And when black women wake up and they understand, it will overnight. How we've been duped out of our energy? Capitalism, of course, the exploitation of black creativity and emotional labor, and again, giving you pennies in exchange for it, or giving you basic whatever in exchange for it, while they go and just reap and just thrive and stuff off our energy. Everybody's doing it except for us. That don't make no sense. Okay? We have the cultural grooming of self-sacrifice. They teach us to give our time, our love, our labor, but never to ourselves. It is by design, baby. I'm telling you. Toxic relationship dynamics stem from colonial influence and gender roles. Why are we such in disarray? You don't understand what you're working with. You do not understand who you are. You were never supposed to be operating under the psyche of I'm supposed to just give and everybody take. You were never supposed to be functioning like this. This is a product of slavery and colonialism. And now we are having to kind of like go back to this like natural balance and all this other stuff, which people gripe and moan about. But what's happening is, I'm hoping it's starting to happen, is black women are starting to understand their energy. They are starting to understand energetics. They are understanding that they are the love, and you have been conditioned to seek that outside of yourself when that is your most potent and powerful thing that you possess. You have been taught to seek it from a species in which that's not their inherent nature. You have been socially conditioned and brainwashed to invest your energy and essence into men so they can have easy access to your body, so you can produce more bodies to sustain the system of capitalism we have been placed in. You are the love. You are the motion. Now, these things are, better said than done, because I can say these things, but it really starts to become an embodiment, right? When you embody these things, it's a whole different ball game, right? Instead of you like just hearing somebody say it, when you actually learn how to embody and you actually start to understand the science of the universe and how deeply and intrinsically connected you are and what you have access to, you won't be seeking validation, or you won't be seeking love, or you won't be seeking anything outside of yourself, because you will literally become it, and these things will start to naturally gravitate towards you because you learned your energy and you learned how it works. Even the role of religion, Religion and God are two different things before y'all come. Stop thinking that if somebody doesn't operate within religion that they don't believe in God. Okay? Religion keeps you disconnected from your ancestral practices and actually learning how to maneuver and understand the science behind the universe and how it works. Connecting with God is a science. And again, like you can do certain things, but you probably don't understand the mechanisms behind what you're doing and how it actually works, right? Because you've been taught to just pray and stuff like that. All that stuff is beautiful. But when you actually understand how God works, those things are so much more potent, right? Like so much more potent. And at some point, when you actually, again, build this muscle, you won't need anything outside of yourself. You won't need anything outside of yourself. Am I still on? Yeah, I am. Okay. Sorry. While reclaiming our power is essential, it's time for that revolution. I started this process years ago, and now that I see why I was put on this path, and now how we're heading towards like a new spiritual revolution, and we're heading towards a new earth. It's not just about healing ourselves, right? It's about reclaiming what was stolen and building a future where we can thrive in. Thrive in, thrive in, thrive in, be completely free and completely liberated. That is the dynamics we are transitioning into. And black women have got to understand we got to. It's mandatory. When we wake up, that's when everybody else is going to wake up. Okay? When black women heal, everything else falls into place. The communities heal, the world will probably heal. I'm worried about us. But that's typically how it will happen. What you have been looking for, I promise you I'm not trying to sound cliche. What you have been looking for is you got it. You just have to know how to tap into it. And like I said, when you have been taught to try and figure out and seek outside yourself, you just don't even know. You just handing over your little power to whoever, and you think you need to seek it from somewhere when you are the motion. I need for y'all to understand this when I say this. So some beginner ways to get started and some beginner friendly ways to get started is ask for that guidance, ask for that help. Cause see, if I mean God, universe is always giving us signs, but if you are not understanding how to interpret things, and you don't understand how to receive things, or you're not willing to receive things, it's gonna be harder for you to get on your pathway because you don't even acknowledge they exist. If you think you have to go to some building or you have to go somewhere or seek male guidance or whatever, there's no reason for the divine to be trying to work and communicate with you when you think you're supposed to go all these other places. You're not going to interpret or understand what's happening. So ask for that guidance. Ask for it via your ancestors. I started with ancestors. I started with ancestral veneration. When I say changed my life, woke me all the way up, it was a process, of course, but now the, the universe, your ancestors, your people, whoever you believe in, they is ready to guide you. But you have to understand how it works for you to properly maneuver the situation. You need to understand how to navigate your spiritual path for yourself. Because if you keep seeking it from people who don't understand your nature and understand what you're working with and understand who you are, you're going to always be lost. Okay? Lean into the things that make you happy and release those societal expectations. That's going to be a big part of your awakening journey. You have to shed all that ish that they told you is important. In order for you to get free, in order to get liberated, That's what's gonna have to happen. Okay. And self care is lovely, but this stuff it goes beyond that. Okay. This is doing the work to release anything that f's up your nervous system, that sends you into a lack mind state, that sends you into a worrying mind state. That's some work to be done. And then to think, especially with black folks and black women, we got all this ancestral trauma. We got to get that up out our bodies. And again, to be full, energetic beings and connect to God the way we need to. Okay, so you're going to have to learn how to detach from systems that drain you, toxic workplaces, relationships, all that stuff. At some point on this journey, you're going to see those things again. If it's not supposed to be with you on your path, it's going to naturally fall off. So, like I said, I've been through this journey, and not to toot my own horn, but I know how God works. I know how the universe works. I know how the divine works. I understand the science and the mechanisms behind it. I have been on this journey, and I know what's on the other side of it. I'm on this journey with you. So, I'm ready to rebuild what's been tried to, well, let's rebuild what they tried to destroy. Okay, drop a comment about anything you feeling stuck in, and again, all of my information and things that I'll be doing over the coming months, year, or whatever, you'll be on the email list and you'll know. Okay, especially if you are ready to go deeper. Okay, and you want community while you're doing it. All of those things will be coming soon. Okay, so black women, you are divine and you are powerful. And I'm not just saying it, and I'm just not just being cliche. The world has tried to convince you otherwise, but you have to remember who you are. It is time. It is time. I promise you, your folks is waiting on you. God is waiting on you. The universe is waiting on you to wake up, okay, and understand your power and understand how to maneuver and navigate it. And it'll be a beautiful thing when you actually understand and you start getting in the groove and you start getting in motion, okay? So thank you for being in this space with me. Okay, let's keep rising together. Okay, we can do it. We got it. It's time. 2025. We not dealing with the less than no more. Okay. We're getting with the program. Love you.